Welcome to Bespoke Diaries. Today's article is on Woman in Tech by Moloko Kamane, Head of Business Advisory, MAL, Director, Speaker, SAWIL, Multi-Choice Group, South Africa. With August being a Women's Month and our commitment to the Women's Forum, we look at the journeys of the women in tech for this month's issue. Moloko Kamane, Head of Business Advisory, MAL, and an MBA graduate shares her insightful account of progression to leadership role within the technology field, as a working wife and a mother of two. Here is her story. Where it all began, women constitute the majority of the South African population. However, that is not reflected in the percentage of women leaders within the technology sector. She conducted a research in the past to gather information pertaining to what makes a woman leader successful in this industry, and it was through the application of those findings that she got to this point in her career. Like most people within the technology field, Moloko started her career as a specialist, and it took her a good 11 years before progressing to her very first leadership role. Her journey was nothing short of educational, and today she will be sharing some of the eye-opening findings from an expedition of a woman navigating the leadership labyrinth of the tech world. Let's go straight into the key lessons that made a difference in her career, which she hopes we will find useful. Authenticity. If you want to be someone, be you. People will not follow someone they do not trust, and if we try to be someone that we are not, people will see right through us and we will lose their trust. This, however, does not mean that we cannot learn from others. The learning agility is in fact one of the factors that makes leaders successful. While we can study leadership traits from other leaders to learn from them, we should be cautious of falling into the temptation of trying to be someone else. It is easy for a woman to lose herself in the heart of a male-dominated organization in an attempt to fit in, and it is worth knowing that women who remain true to themselves in the male-dominated industries are more successful as a result of their authenticity. Confidence in your own potential. The one mistake Moloko made along her journey was being her own stumbling block. In the past, she used to apply for a role only if she had the experience to complete 80% of the described responsibilities listed on the job description. That did not serve her very well in her aspirations to progress to leadership, because the skills she had which led to her success in a technical role were different from the skills needed to succeed in a leadership role. Her approach had to change. She had to start assessing whether she would be successful or not in role based on what she is capable of, and move away from looking at only her past experiences. Leaders are appointed on potential, so it is imperative to believe in your ability to do something you that have never done before. The only way to progress from a technical role to a leadership role is to take a leap of faith and challenge yourself to doing something that you believe you have the potential to succeed at. Going an extra mile and delivering more than what is expected. Believing in one's own potential is but one side of a two-sided coin. The other side of the coin is having other people seeing that same potential that you see in yourself. Those willing to take a chance on you need to have the confidence that you have what it takes to deliver, and therefore, creating visibility of what you are capable of is of the utmost importance. We work in a highly competitive industry, and the reward for doing your job is not a promotion, but your salary. If you want career acceleration, then you must go beyond your call of duty. This can be achieved when one takes on roles outside of their working areas to improve visibility of their work. Moreover, this will expose them to potential mentors and sponsors. Mentors and sponsors can be the major catalysts for promotion. No man is an island, and the same applies for women in tech. We all need a helping hand from mentors and sponsors. The only way a person can sponsor you is if they've had an opportunity to see you in action. Therefore, raising your hand to do something out of your work gives you that visibility. It doesn't have immediate payoff, but it is an investment. It will help you to earn trust from others, and that's how sponsors give you opportunities to showcase your skills. Being the captain of your own ship. A mentor will help you to develop a skill, a coach will help you to become the best version of yourself, and a sponsor will open doors for you to showcase your capabilities. But when it comes to one's own career development, no one can drive this better than yourself. Taking ownership of her own career development made it possible for her to grow. Moloko has, however, learned some tough lessons along the way. She was focusing all her energy on utilizing just the classroom training for career growth. She got stuck in a place where she felt like she was ever learning with no indication of when she would ever be learned. So many of us make the mistake of focusing purely on courses to grow our skills, and classroom training constitutes only 10% of the learning model. The rest of the learning comes from mentors and coaches, 20%, and from putting our lessons into practice, 70%. Changing focus to strive for putting most of the things Moloko has learnt into practice, made it possible for her to break out of the perpetual training turmoil that she had gotten herself into. Moloko used to think that the progression of women into leadership roles was totally dependent on getting support from their organizations, and that couldn't be far from the truth. Yes, the company will provide you with the tools you need to succeed, but it is what you do with those tools that will determine how your career plans out. Their very own multi-choice, for instance, provides access to online and classroom learnings, bursaries for anyone wishing to further their studies, mentorship programs and platform like Women's Forum to create an environment that's conducive for growth. Moreover, the organization has strategies in place to improving diversity across all levels and measures the progress thereof, and as the saying goes, we value what we measure. They have the tools, and it is up to us to make use the opportunities at our disposal. It is like living in the land of milk and honey, and all you need to do is to milk your own cows and create your own beehives. Food for thought. As for the final words, she would like to leave us with a message that when it comes to having a successful career in tech while building a family, a woman can have it all. Just not all at the same time. Several women she has met who succeeded in building both a career and a family did not try to do it all at once. Some started off with a focus on building a family, enjoying the company benefits like maternity leave and family responsibility related provisions, with an understanding that this comes at a cost of career growth. They later got to a point where they focused on accelerating their career growth and making the necessary sacrifices to achieve that. The other group held off marriage and having children to first focus on accelerating their career growth. It was only when they reached a preset level in their careers that they changed focus, made less sacrifices so that they could focus on building a family. Both groups ended having it all, just at different times. The one thing they had in common was a realization that there was a trade-off between home and work responsibilities, and one needs to prioritize one over the other at different times in their lives. Thank you for your time. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share. Do leave your thoughts in the comments section below. For similar type of article, please reach us at contact@thebespokediaries.com, or you can visit our website www.thebespokediaries.com.